There are 7 deadly mistakes contractors are making that are keeping them underpaid and overwhelmed. If you stop making these mistakes, you can easily grow your business and get your time back. I'm Liz Chisholm, and over the last 4 years, I've been helping contractors escape the hamster wheel, build up their bank accounts, grow their business, and ultimately get their time back. Mistake number 1 is not setting boundaries. This is one of the biggest mistakes that not just contractors make, but business owners make. They say, oh yeah, I can do this. Hey, you've got a minute? Sure, come on in. Oh, can you help me with this? Sure, no problem. And all of a sudden, these 5 minutes here and 5 minutes there have taken all their time. So then on top of that, they have to continue working so that they can actually do the things that they need to do in their business. And they're overwhelmed because now they're working a lot of hours. In fact, on average, contractors work 60 hours a week. So when you are working 60 hours a week, you are easily heading towards burnout, and you're probably not getting paid accordingly. Mistake number 2 is not charging for value, only charging for service. What do I mean by that? So when you do a service for someone, you do something in their house, you do some work for them, and they exchange that and give you money for that work, you're exchanging just the work for the paycheck. But what you don't realize is all the other value that you could add to the experience to be able to charge them more without actually doing anything differently. This is where you are leaving money on the table and you're being underpaid because of it. Mistake number 3, micromanaging your team. People don't like to be micromanaged, and if they're not doing their job, there's probably something else happening that's causing them to not do their job. They could be the wrong employee, there could be no systems in place, there could be a lot of other factors that go into you needing to micromanage your team. However, micromanaging takes a lot of effort and it keeps you stuck in your business. So that way you are going to continue being overwhelmed and underpaid. Mistake number 4 is lack of planning. When you're working so many hours, you don't feel like you have time to plan, so you don't plan. You end up running your business reactively. You end up feeling like you're putting out fires all the time and you're doing this and doing that just to try to get ahead, but you never feel like you get ahead because you are not adequately planning for business success. Mistake number 5 is not knowing your numbers. And when you don't know your numbers, you don't know how to manipulate your business to affect those numbers. You're just constantly shooting in the dark, blindly wandering around, hoping that your business will make enough money one day. But without knowing your numbers, it's impossible to actually grow your business and get you out of the day-to-day operations. Deadly mistake number 6 is thinking and believing the lie that time is money. Time is not money. If it takes you an hour appointment to go sell somebody on $1 million project, or an hour appointment that it takes you to sell somebody on a $500 appointment, those hours are worth drastically different amounts. Your time is worth way more than the average income for a manager in your business. This is where you need to shift from being an implementer or a technician to a manager and then to a leader, because this is where you can leverage your time and actually make more money. And this is where the 80-20 rule comes in. 80% of what you do is really only getting about 20% of the results. But 20% of what you do is bringing in 80% of the results. This is where it's really important to hone in on the time you're spending that's going to give you the most ROI, or the return on investment. Time is not money. And if you can think about your time being super valuable, you can actually shift this one pretty quickly. And last but not least is number 7. And this is the one that trips people up the most. The 7th deadly mistake is chasing the wrong clients. Most business owners don't even know what their clients are. They couldn't pick them out of a crowd. They couldn't tell me anything about them. Because of that, they end up chasing the wrong clients. People that don't want their service, people that don't want what they have to offer, people that don't want to pay for value. And so when you're doing this, you're expelling a lot of energy and effort for very little results. And this goes back to deadly mistake number 6. So when you can focus on who is your right client, who do you want to serve, how do you want to serve them, and ignore everyone else who doesn't need you and doesn't value your service, you will make more money, have more time, and grow your business. I hope this video helps, and I'll see you on the next one.